Oh, I've just come upstairs because Finn's going for a nap and my mum's just gone. The mothership is gone. Don't mean that to sound nasty, but she's just bonkers. She's just like so mad with the cleaning. If she's not got a mop and bucket in her hand, she's got a duster and a can of polish in her hand. And if she's not got that in her hand, she's got the Hoover out or the garden mower or whatever. She's just always cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. Even if you've cleaned, she just clean it. Oh, my eye watering. She's just cleaning all the time. She's like, you know, you walk in the house, you walk out the front room, and Finn drops a crumb on the floor. She's like, dun, 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 dun. She's like, oh my god, clean it up straight away. And she's just like, oh, she just gives me a headache with it. She just won't ever sit down. Honest to God, she'll come to mine at 10 o'clock in the morning, start doing stuff, and she won't sit down till 10. And then she even came down and said she knows she needs to stop doing it. She just has to find things to do because, you know, it stresses her out and stuff, and it stresses me out. And I'm like, you don't have to do it. I haven't asked her to do anything. She's just obsessed like that program. She needs to be on that cleaning program. She's just bonkers. But anyway, I wasn't talking about my mum. It's just, I think I got a post up a few days ago about a serious chat sort of thing that I thought, oh yeah, I haven't done it yet. And I mean, I don't know how I'm going to start this or how it's going to... What is that? Where's my eye watering? Oh, hay fever. Wondering why if my eyes smudged on that side, it's just because it's watering today. And I've got nails on and no nails on. I've just been trying to do them because in the other post, my nails have been like that. I hate either having no nails or not having painted nails. It's just one of my bugbears. I'll have to put that on one of my posts. I just can't stand yucky nails, or just, even if they're short, it's alright, but just painted or something. I just don't like horrible nails, so I have to wait till I finish mine. But it's just last year when I had Finn, I don't really know. I don't know what to say. Last year when I had Finn, last March, because I was on my own, because you might have heard me say in a post that I'd split up with his dad and everything, blah blah. But last year it was just such a horrible time with that, and just, I think I went into labour like a week early, and oh my god, because my other son's 16, it's like 16 years later. It's just, I thought I was going to die, honest to God. I thought I was going to die. I really didn't think that I could do it, but I did, and I did it on just gas and air, and I had a water birth, which was nice. That's what I wanted. But apart from that, after, you know what it's like, mums, and obviously I forgot sort of thing, because I'd had my son 16 years ago, my other one, so it was like, because I was on my own as well, and I know it's hard for single mums and stuff, but because I was on my own, and like, you know, a bit achy down there and stuff, like the first couple of nights, and he was in his cot next to me, because I'd like this little, called a co-sleeping cot, which you can get straight into, you don't have to go over the cot, that was really helpful. Oh my god, that was so helpful. And I had one of them baby prep milk making machines, which was really good as well. But it was just, I remember sitting up in bed and like, I think I was crying to my sister on the phone and stuff and saying, you know, just, not that I couldn't cope, because I could, and I was doing all right really for being on my own and stuff, but it was just, you know, that feeling of like, because he was crying a bit. He's not a dead whingy baby or anything, but just sometimes you just think, I really want my sleep, because like people say, oh, when your baby sleeps, you should sleep, you know, sleep when I sleep, but you don't, because you're thinking, oh, once I go to sleep, I'll get something to eat, or I'll go and wash my hair, or I'll get a shower. And that was one of the biggest things. I know it sounds stupid, but I just wanted to have some time to just jump in the shower and do my hair and do the things. Like, I always wear makeup, and that's not because I'm vain or anything. I've always just worn makeup from when I was younger, you know, like young girls do now. But I've just always been into makeup stuff, because I like to. And there was a girl I used to work with once years ago, and she was like, she don't wear any makeup. And it's fair enough, each to your own. If you don't like makeup, or you don't know how to put it on, or you just prefer not to wear it, that's fine. But she said to me, we were talking about something, and she was like, I might be reapplying my lip gloss or something, because I do that anyway because I like my lip glosses, but also because it keeps your lips soft, and mine dry out quite quickly if I'm not wearing it, but it's probably because I wear it that they do dry out and I have to keep putting it on. But she was like, oh, I don't wear any of that, I'm not vain. And I was like, and I turned around and said to her, it's not about being vain. I said, I just like to look nice. For me, it's not for anybody else. It's not for a guy. It never has been. It was just for me to make myself feel better, because that's, sort of why you do it anyway. And makeup is you're supposed to wear it to enhance your features, not cover yourself up. Like I've said in a earlier post, foundation is to even out your skin tone, and then, just make your face look a bit more alive. And I must say, she looked like death, so, you didn't want to wear it, but I thought she could have done with a little bit of blush on the cheeks or a bit of gloss, and she might have looked a bit, more alive, because she looked like death to me. But each to your own and all that. So, like, obviously when you have a baby, I did. Obviously when they're newborn, it's a little bit easier, as in they do sleep a lot, so it was a bit like, right, I'll go and do my makeup like I always did, because I wanted to try and be in that routine, where my own routine of like getting ready in the morning, doing my makeup, because I enjoy doing that. It's like a bit of me time, even if it's just 10 minutes. It's just that bit of me time, which you'll understand if you know what I'm talking about. You'll understand if you've had kids and stuff. That little bit of me time, but then sometimes I didn't. I was just so knackered. I did want to sleep, so I don't know. You just feel like you're walking around. You're a bit like a zombie. So tired. Really tired of that. Just, even waking up, say they're having one of the mad feeds at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you sat there, and you just, I don't know if I did, but you just feel like you're falling asleep while you're giving them the milk, because he was on the bottle anyway. But, you're just thinking, oh, I hope hurry up, hurry up and drink this milk, and then he'll go back to sleep. But it just seems like you're sitting there for hours giving him the milk, waiting for the bottle to go down. Not that he didn't take hours to drink it, but that's what it felt like. And I was saying to my sister that, I'm so tired, and I just feel like it's never going to end. And obviously she was like, it will in time. You'll look back and you'll think, God, them first couple of months, which roll on now just over a year later, thank God. Yes, I do feel better, but there was just things in that year that I just really didn't expect. Like, Finn is a good baby, and he sleeps from 6 till 6, so I can't complain. But it's just like, even with friends and family, there were certain times through that year where I'd be saying things to people and getting upset about stuff, and people would say, oh yeah, I understand and all that, but I don't really think they did. And it's like people didn't come to say, oh, I don't know, something like, oh, I'll pop round for an hour and you go and get a shower and sort yourself out, or I don't know, little things I'd probably expecting. But then again, I'm one of them. I'm very naive, and I think sometimes the way I think is the way other people should think, and I get a bit upset if I think someone hasn't done what I thought I would have done for somebody. But then again, I've had to sit back and think, also, people don't think that way. And some people have said they understand, and I'm really sorry, but no, you don't, because some people who have said they understand are not in that situation, and have never been in the situation I was in, with splitting up with your ex, like the father of your child, when you were 6 weeks pregnant. You haven't got a clue. There was times when I used to sit there, and I'm quite a positive person, and I am a positive person, but it's hard sometimes, especially obviously around then, because my emotions and hormones were absolutely up the wall at the time. So, they might have thought I was all right at the time, but behind closed doors at night, when I was on my own and Finn was in bed, I was crying, so upset, emotional, like, don't even know what I was crying at half the time, obviously emotions and everything, with the baby blues probably and stuff. And I'd see things on telly with partners, and even stupid things like cartoons, I don't know, and I was just crying at everything, and I was so upset, and sometimes I just uncontrollably couldn't stop myself from crying. People don't see that. Friends and family didn't see that. And it was hard as well, because my mum couldn't help that much, because she lives in Wales, and it's just like, she just didn't live around the corner. And I know some people don't have family and friends to help them, or the partners and this, that and the other, and it is hard. But I'm just saying, that's how I felt last year. Was the lowest I've ever felt in quite a long time really, because it was just, I don't know, I'm proud of myself because I have got through it. There's a lot of things that happened last year where people just, like, I was just surprised by some people that I thought would have my back or stick up for me, or just certain things that they didn't, and I was very surprised. And I've actually took a look back, looked back at it now and thought, do you know what? I've always been quite a naive person because I like to think the best in people. Think, oh no, people wouldn't do that, people wouldn't do this. This is all in a load of different situations last year, but now I just think, you know what? I've always tried to say yes to stuff and this, that, and the other, or back down, or I might have believed in something and someone sort of said, oh, well, don't you think this, don't you think that? And maybe I've thought, oh, right, yeah. And I've tried to, like, go along with them, so pleasing everybody else. I've just thought this year, do you know what? And that's another reason why I've made these channels is, no, I'm not doing it this year. If I want to say no to something, I'm going to say no to something. And it's not because if someone asks me something and I'm being nasty, it's just because, no, I want to do what makes me feel happy. I've done stuff in relationships, with friends, with family, with I don't know, just different situations where I've backed down and, like, tried to, well, I've not made myself happy doing it. I didn't really enjoy doing it, or thought, I would have rather have done this and not done it, or not said anything. And maybe they've been all right with that, and that's what makes them happy. But I am not doing it anymore. I've just realised I've got to be. I mean, I thought I wasn't really a strong person, but when I look back, I have been strong with a lot of stuff that's gone on in the past, I'd say 8 years. But I've just begun to realise after last year of having Finn that there's a lot of things that are changing and that I need to change for me to make me happy. It's like I keep saying, I'm 40 next year. I'm not doing this of where it's just all right and I'll do this for people so they're happy. No, I want to be happy, and I'm going to do the things that I want to do. And if I don't want to do it, I'm sorry. I'm just going to start saying what I feel and start using the word no more, because I can't feel like I felt last year, and because I don't feel some people what's the word, did, I don't know, I just didn't feel, it was just really hard. It was just really hard last year. I mean, sorry, because it makes me feel like this, because I am a really emotional person anyway. It's not just to do with because I was pregnant last year. It was, I've just realised that I've got to make myself happy, and if that means saying no to people, then it's tough. It's my life, and I'll live my life the way I want to live it. And that's not through being nasty or anything, because I won't do that. I am a positive person, but sometimes it's hard when you feel a bit let down, and it was just a really difficult year last year. But I am over that now, and I'm looking forward to new things happening and stuff, which I know it will, because it's a mindset. And that's another thing as well, sorry. Being positive, I think, brings positive things. So, and being negative, I think, brings negative things. So if you have a lot of negative people around you, it's going to be negative. And I like people who are open-minded about stuff, who don't sit there laughing behind your back, oh, this, that, and the other, who don't, oh, I don't believe in that. Oh, it doesn't matter, you're not open-minded. I like open-minded people. So I want to surround myself with people who are more open-minded and more positive. I can't be doing this negative. So I want them people. I don't want to be around negative people, and if I think they are, then I'm not going to, I can tolerate it, but I'm not, I just don't want it anymore. It was just awful. But apart from that, I mean, I'm still on a, it's hard anyway, because and I felt down with other things, because obviously I put weight on, and you know women are like with putting weight on, and I still need to lose a good stone and a half. So because I was doing all right, and then I went a bit lazy, and then I fell off the bandwagon and that, and I've got to get back on it, like, well, this week really, tonight with me exercising and eating well. But I just find it easier in some of them. I think everybody does, but you know, just silly things that were getting me down and worrying about what people think. And I think, you know, I just don't care anymore. I'll do it slowly, and I'll get there in the end. I've done it before. I'll do it again. There's just quite a lot of things I want to do this, well, you know, from now, sort of thing, and not worry so much about what people think and why is she doing this or why is she doing that. And the biggest thing is to start saying no and to start sticking up for myself more, because I don't think I did. You know, and to just do what I want to do, because I was just really fed up, like last year, feeling like that, and as if no one really. I mean, I think some people don't think sometimes what they're actually doing or saying, and how it affects people. Some of it really affected me last year, and I haven't really told them that properly, but it really, really affected me last year. You know, behind closed doors. So, you know, and I think at the end of the day, some people haven't bothered when they've done stuff or said stuff in front of me, and probably not thought, and I've thought, my God, you know, I can't believe they've just said that, because I wouldn't do it. And even if, like, even if I knew it was, sorry, it just cut off then, in the middle of me talking. I don't know what I was doing then, but can't remember what I was up to. Yes, I was just saying, you know, there were some people who, you know, have just said things in front of me when I've been sat there, and I don't think they know they've been doing it or whatever. And I've just thought, you know what, I wouldn't dream of saying that, or saying that why I was there, or blah de blah, so I wouldn't hurt someone's feelings. But people last year have just, well, in my head anyway, just haven't done that, or they're not bothered. So I don't really think, you know what, I'm just thinking, right, well, I'm going to say things and do things. I'm not really going to think about, you know, what other people think. I'm just going to, well, like I was saying before, I'm just rambling now. I'm just going to do it, because people don't seem to want to do that in front of me. Like, you know, sort of not do things to hurt people's feelings. But not that I want to hurt people's feelings. I just mean I need to start sticking up for myself. If I hear somebody say something, then I should, you know, I should just say, you know, should say, instead of just thinking, oh, I'll just leave it. You know, if I'm not happy, I'm not happy. But anyway, as well as all that, like I was saying, oh yeah, I was saying it was hard, yeah, because, you know, like, I've had a baby, you put on weight, and obviously that got me down, it gets girls down, doesn't it? But I know I can do that. I've done it before, and, you know, weight comes off, and like trying to grow this pixie out, but like hair grows back, so, you know, that's fine. And yeah, there's just things. I'm just thinking this year, going on from now, I'm just gonna do everything that makes me happy, and whether that's with new people or stuff, then that's what I'm gonna do. Just meaning, like, people like doing a few stuff that I'm interested in, and stuff like that. But yeah, because I just think it's hard when you have kids anyway. It's hard when you have a baby, and, like, you know, it was only a year ago, and, like, obviously you have got to, I don't mean stop doing what you enjoyed, but, you know, you've got to obviously see to your children and stuff, and make sure they're all right. And that's another thing as well. I think you start losing, I'm forgetting who I was, or I am, or what I liked, or what things I like watching on telly, or what do I actually like doing. And, like, I mean, people who know me now, I'm not a big drinker. I was when I was younger, like, really, in the early 20s, and used to get really drunk and stuff. But now I'm just not. I don't really enjoy alcohol that much. I mean, I have a drink when I go out, but I know now, you know, I know when to stop. I think I'm just a bit tipsy, I'm a bit giddy. That's fine. That's the way I like it. I don't drink at home or anything. It's just on the old teas and stuff because I just don't feel the need to. It's not how I relax. But yeah, it's just it's like about finding myself again. I know it sounds stupid, people can sit there laughing, but it is. Since I've had Finn, it's just like I've not really, like, obviously because I put weight on with having Finn, I've just basically stayed in leggings and tops and jeans and tops, and it's really boring. And I love vintage stuff and all that, and I have bought myself some vintage style clothing because I love anything to do with, 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, Marilyn Monroe, whatever. But it's just like, um, it's like I didn't want to buy myself any of that stuff because I'm thinking I don't want to buy it yet because I want to lose some weight. So then it'll be, to me, it'll be like a waste of money because then they'll be bigger. But hopefully I'll get there for summer and I'll be able to enjoy going shopping and going and get myself some, nice things. But it's just all that, like, if you're in the house a bit and you just, not that slob about, because I'm not the sort that sits about slobbing. I do my hair and makeup anyway, it doesn't matter if I'm in or out. But you know what I mean, when I'm just forgetting like what I used to enjoy and stuff. And that's why I want this year, I want to just, find new things, remember what it was that I like doing, and things that make me smile and make me happy, and just do a lot more of that. Because then obviously, if I'm happy, my kids are happy, and then I think positive things come from being happy. So that's what I want to do this year, and that's how I felt last year, and that's why it's made me, think about stuff. And that's why I don't know, I've come on here to make a channel and just talk about stuff because I like talking, it makes me happy. So if it's one of them things that makes me happy, then I'm going to do it. I don't care what other people think. I don't care really what other people have got to say. I'm not bothered. You go and do what you want to do because I'm doing what I want to do, and that's the end of it.